Hey everyone, it's Wolfgang. Here's some advice on how to build an audience. Start posting, don't stop posting, and improve your content as you learn more about your audience. If you're the type of person who gives up easily if you hit a speed bump, the way to get around that is to become familiar with the idea that everyone has setbacks and failures, and it's not uncommon. So it's not something unusual if you discover that, okay, you're having an issue with the progress. Everybody runs into that. And if you just keep going, if you start and then you don't stop, you'll get your objective. As an example, if you're trying to get a college degree, 4 years long, 5 years in some cases, if you start your degree and you stop in the middle, you're not going to graduate, right? So you start and then you don't stop and then you get your degree. So it's the same with building an audience. You start posting content, you don't stop, you improve your content as you learn more about your audience. Okay, so here's 3 examples of failure that resulted in success. 3 famous people who had, tons of failure and they stuck with it. They kept going, and they succeeded. Thomas Edison invented the electric light bulb. He failed 10,000 times before he created a reliable electric light bulb. He started, he didn't stop, and he was successful. He created the electric light bulb. James Dyson, the guy who invented Dyson vacuum cleaners, he had 5,126 failed prototypes before he succeeded in creating a successful model. Lots of failure. He started, he didn't stop, and he became successful. I mean, Dyson vacuum cleaners are very popular. Third example, Tesla, the car company, almost went out of business twice. The first time in 2008, the second time in 2017. So we all know Elon. He started the company, a lot of setbacks, a lot of failures. He didn't stop, and Tesla is the biggest auto company on the planet right now by market valuation. So start and don't stop. Everyone has failures. You just keep going, and you'll eventually reach your objective if you make efforts to improve. Okay, so when you start building an audience, you don't need to spend any money on editing software or equipment. You can use your smartphone, video, camera, and microphone. In my case, I did spend a couple $100 and I bought a microphone and a Sony A7II camera to shoot MP4 videos. But it's not really necessary. It's not a lot of money, actually, but you don't even need that. If you to get started, you can use your smartphone camera. For editing videos, for software for editing, you can use the Windows Photos app, which is free. It's installed with all versions of the Windows operating system. So create your MP4 video, save it to your computer, find it in the File Explorer, right-click on the MP4 video, and then select the Photos app from the menu. When the Photos app shows up, it will load your video. Click the trim button in the upper left corner of the Photos app. A blue bar appears right below your video with a grab handle at each end of the blue bar. So you can grab those one at a time and pull them inward to clip off the start and the ending bits of your video. And then once you've done that, in the upper right corner, there's a button, Save as Copy. Click that and you can save the edited file to disk. And that's really all you need to do for your early videos is to save them to disk, clip off the ends, and then upload them to YouTube. So, virtually no expense because almost everyone has a smartphone. And the editing software is free. You can use the Windows Photo app for editing in the early days. Okay, so to grow the audience, you start producing content and you don't stop. There's 4 additional things you can do to prevent users from abandoning your videos in the middle. The first thing is when a user sees your title of your video and they click it, it's because they want to see the content. The title told them what was in the video. They click the title. Your video starts. A lot of video authors have a pre-roll sequence of irrelevant stuff kind of at the beginning of their video that's kind of got nothing to do with the title. And it challenges the user to keep watching because the user expects to see the content. Instead, they're seeing this pre-roll sequence of unrelated, irrelevant stuff. So you want to avoid having pre-roll in your videos. I've seen pre-rolls that lasted over a minute. And so you're really trying the patience of the user. I see the title of the video. I want to see that content. You click to see the content, and then you're forced to watch this sequence of unrelated stuff, and you can't is the video ever going to get to the point to show me the content that I was expecting to see? So the pre-roll is avoidable. Just avoid using a pre-roll. The next thing is music. Do you want to use music in your videos? No, you don't. And the reason is music styles are polarizing. If you choose a music style that a user doesn't care for, then it's a polarizing element in the video, and you want to avoid giving users any reason to bail out. So, as an example, some people like country music, some people don't. Some people like rap music, other people don't. Some people, really like heavy metal music. Other people dislike it. Elevator music. Some people don't like elevator music even. So because music is a polarizing element, you don't want to use music in your videos. The next thing is graphics and sound effects. If you've ever seen a video that has a lot of animation in the during the course of the video with sound effects, kind of what the user wants to see is they want to see the content being presented by the person doing the presentation. The graphics and the sound effects distract their attention away momentarily from the stuff they're trying to hear. So it can be a distraction. So you can keep your marketing budget at zero by not hiring a marketing agency, because a marketing agency is going to want to include graphics and titles and sound effects. You don't need them because the user wants to see the content. They don't want to see the additional stuff that was sold to the person who paid for the marketing services. So, and then the last issue is you want to start your content from the first second of your video. When the user sees your title, they like the way they like the sound of the title, so they click on the title to see that content. Start your content from the first second. Don't make them wait. Start it right from the beginning. That's what they're expecting. The key thing is there's a million videos out there that are one mouse click away. If you have a chance to grab the audience in the first second of the video, that's what you want to do. You want to grab them by satisfying their expectation that the content they clicked on from the title is going to be shown to them like right away. So those four things, don't use a pre-roll sequence, and avoid using music, it's polarizing, avoid using graphics, and start your content from the very first second of your video. And that way you're not giving users any reason to sort of bail out on your video in the middle. We're trying to build the audience, and the way you do that is you have a title that reflects what your video is about, and then you show them that content and nothing else. And if you do that repeatedly and you keep improving your content, you will build an audience over time. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, post them in the comments and I will answer them. And I wish everybody a Happy New Year, and I hope this helped. And take care. Thank you.